Hey, hello and welcome to this episode of Boomer and Degen. I'm your host Biz, coming at you live with co-founder Andy of Crypto Hub HQ. Andy, how's it going in your neck of the woods?
Hot,
Oh, that's
hot.
right. You got hit with 36 yesterday, right?
Now every
Every
day
day.
36. It's going to go up. By next month it'll be 40 something during the day. The hottest month is April over here.
Okay. Well, that's
So
good.
every day,
That's good news.
even when I wake up, in the morning it's 28, 29, 30 already before you start. So yeah, the cold times are over for 9 months. So before I start feeling normal again.
Yeah. Well, I'm actually that's news to me. I always thought that the summer months were the hottest months out in Thailand. So
I mean, it's all, yeah, I mean, they're hot. It's just hot. But the hottest is during April, which is why they have this thing called the Songkran Festival in April, which is this water festival for 3 days where basically they throw water over anything, everybody. You can't walk down the street without getting drenched. But to be honest, you don't care because
yeah,
you're so hot. You
yeah.
don't give a shit.
That's
So it's,
true. And hey, by the way, of hot, I don't know if that was in the positive direction, but I did hear your alerts going. But before we
I don't
start getting into the insights and tips and alerts and all of that jazz that's coming in, let's acknowledge some of the market stuff that's been happening because we have gotten a nice little consolidation after a slight little pump after a day of just like flukery. So, so let's talk about the market health. Let's talk about sort of where we're thinking where BTC is sort of heading, and then maybe we can
yeah.
get into some news and tips and insights.
Yeah, so I'm going to be showing you a few trades today. Market health, again, until we really start moving up, you're not seeing anything really as a recovery, right? And if you go to Bitcoin, Santos crossing down, haha, that's one that I've been waiting for, but we'll get to that later. Um, so, Bitcoin. Now, a phrase that was coined that I heard today, this morning, was Trump and dump. And everybody's kind of admitting that the market's been manipulated to death, right? Because
Yeah,
I
it's kind
said
of
it yesterday.
annoying. Yeah,
I said it yesterday. This is all a ploy, and without naming people again, we know who it is, and it's just the way it is, right? But I loved the phrase "Trump and dump." Um, but
fitting.
the other thing is now is that those tariffs on Mexico and Canada have taken place. The the price increases in America are already happening. I was watching a stream today which was showing an interview by Fox News, actually. I like to watch all sides of everybody's news, right? I want to get everybody's opinion. And there was some kind of General Motors car that was $80,000 that had instantly gone up to 100,000, and customers are cancelling orders on the back of that, right? And and then they went back to this woman who was doing the kind of presentation, and she was saying, "Oh yeah, well that's okay though, but why don't other countries buy our cars? They should buy our cars." And I was sat there thinking, maybe your cars are shit. Maybe nobody wants to buy your cars. Europeans. I mean, if you look at from Japan and China, some of the EV cars, they're really good and they're economical and all that kind of stuff. You can't just say buy our cars. Because
Yeah,
they're not very heavy fuel guzzling beasts, right?
yeah.
There are some over here, the Ford Ranger, they have it over here. Not many people drive it. Usually, American guys that come over, they buy these Ford Rangers. They're huge and they just burn so much fuel, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
So it's, you know, but most people don't. Honda and Toyota are huge here, right?
Yeah.
Huge.
Yeah, well,
And
Toyota's made a name for themselves as being like the best car in terms of longevity.
Well,
Um,
apparently, I've not read up much about it yet, but they've come up with a new petrol engine which is so efficient it's going to challenge EVs. So,
okay,
but I've not read up about it yet. But
petrol,
Toyota, right, the
petrol,
biggest. I think it's petrol. I think it's petrol based.
interesting.
But anyway, it's whatever it is. It's not EV, and uh, apparently it's gonna shock the market. But again, I don't know if that's true or not.
All
Let's
right,
get to Bitcoin.
let's
So
long Toyota.
yeah,
They need to put that
uh,
on the blockchain.
Yeah, everything has a reason to be on the blockchain, right? So as you can see, here we are. We're on the day chart, right? And you can clearly see now that that trend line that I drew on ages ago is now resistance.
Yeah.
Even today, we've been rejected from it, right? Like if we go to the 15-minute, it tried to pop it, couldn't, and is now de-angling around uh, on the 15-minute chart. It's just dang, 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 you know.
Hmm.
So, and yesterday, actually, we actually went back into this one could be. So we actually did go back down to 81,500 and something.
Hmm.
The low was no 81,440, right, from on Bing X. So this the only good thing is that you're getting a slightly higher low wick than the last one. But I have still zero confirmation that we are on the up. For me, you know, so I am kind of not back in my bullish market kind of stuff. And there's many people talking actually that if you go to the 1 week chart, I might have to take off all this shit. But we've had this looks very bearish, right? We've broken down any kind of main level of support on the week table, right? And so we're underneath. This POC here is effectively where other people are drawing kind of support lines, right? We need to stay above that line, but it is a point of control, and we on the week we've dropped well beneath it. So
Hmm.
it's so there's bearish signals, and then other people are going, well, you know, there are bullish signals. But the problem is that if you go to say S&P, and the S&P look is, although it's slightly up at the moment, 0.05%, it's not good, right?
No,
From
no.
its all-time high, it went down 6.74% and is currently at 5%, 5.3%. The Nasdaq, even worse, I think. That's currently it's down 8.53, but did go down nearly 10%. So you know, and that's only in the last since the 19th of February. So and it's all this mayhem, right? That's taking place, right? That's what it is. It's just mayhem. So yeah, if we go to our little friends, this one I believe has gone up just a tad. Has it, or has it stayed where it is? Oh no,
Stayed
it's gone.
stayed where it. Oh,
No,
really?
it's gone into Bitcoin season.
Yeah.
So 24. So yeah, we're in Bitcoin season according to that. Here has gone up one tick from 24 to 25. And this, which is the stock market, was at 22 yesterday, has gone back down to 20. So still lots of fear and greed. Still lots of extreme fear.
Yeah.
Like, you know, and this is all caused, and you can't blame this on Joe Biden. And everything else apparently is his fault. I blame Elon for everything, right? But yeah, this is just extreme fear, right all the way down. On junk bond is in greed. I don't know much about them, but anyway, everything else extreme greed, extreme fear. So the markets are very, very uncertain. If we go on to these, becomes relevant here, Cato, in a minute. If you remember, Cato is a coin that I've been trading on and off for the last week, and it's been coming up in our alerts quite a lot. But yes, so we have almost as many shorting wrecked as longs, slightly more longs, but some, you know, wrecked. And Cato definitely more short wrecked in the last 1 hour. In the last 12-hour BTC shorts were wrecked. So it's so now some longs. Anyway, let's.
Well, it depends. That's on the hourly, right?
That's the hourly. This is the 4 hourly.
Okay.
So let's move to that. News wise, I think they've got that crypto summit thing. Is it in 2 days' time?
Friday.
I don't know what's going to come from that. I personally, you know, I think the fact that it's happening, any price would be factored in already. They're not going to come out with an agreement. They're going to come out with something, right? Um, if you look at like ADA, for instance, which I've actually got in my alerts right now, um, the that's kind of went back up to above $1, but has now dropped back beneath $1. XRP, similar thing, dropped. It's slightly recovered, but not a lot. But let's. I'm getting alerts. I'm going to go through them one at once though. So let's go to Cato because Cato has been coming into our alerts yet again, and so I did it actually had a massive pump, right? So I had this support line down here, and I put it there yesterday. And this was at my kind of 9:30. I was out and about, so I missed this pump up. But then I thought, well, now it's had such a pump. It came into the fair value gap one. Cato came into. Hang on a minute. Bullish fair value gap rising, fast falling less, which is what you need if you're going to go long. So when it came up here, I set an entry here, and hopefully during the stream it won't go down. But I've got my stop here, but I can definitely raise my stop to here now.
Oh, nice.
So
moving up the ranks, Andy. Taking trades on the stream.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm not. It's if it suddenly drops, I'll get stopped out at a lesser profit than I've just set it to. But so Cato, although it had lots of wrecked shorts, I could. That's why, because it suddenly had a leap up. It immediately on the 15-minute table that came into our alerts, like immediately that it did it. So it was bullish fair value gap 12. What time did it pump up? 9:45. It will have come in. Where was it? 8:30 bearish, because 8:30 was going down, right? And then, did you know this thing about this one? It doesn't catch. When you use Discord, you do a search. It doesn't catch all of them, right? It doesn't find them all, right? So it's quite strange. And so let's see if I can do it here in the channel itself. So 10:15 it said. Oh, that's right, because what happened was it shot up. That's the one. Shot up, then you wait for that candle to finish. So at 10:15, when that candle closes, the fair value gap is formed, and the break of structure that you can see there. So that's when it came in. So I realized that and missed it. It kept on shooting up, but then there's a fair value gap being mitigated here now. So I decided to set an entry there, which is doing all right. The next one is Solvi. Keeps coming in. As you can see, that was down here at 11 o'clock. My stop is there, not being stopped out yet. I could be if it comes back down, but you've got to give it. Sometimes you've got to give trades time to retrace a little and then go back up, right?
Yeah. Firm believer of that.
One of the alerts that came in, and this is one that I'm currently not trading, but I'm trying to make my mind up which way to go. There you go. So this is Santos, and this came into our alerts, and it's got this descending wedge thing going on here. Although it came in with a kind of up price, normally they would say that could be a long, shoot up long. You don't know. It can go anywhere, right? It literally can go anywhere. So I have two trades kind of set up around here, long and short. And that alert was telling me it had come back in beneath here. I'd set an alert around here. So now you've just got to wait, and I'm not going to do it on the stream, but you've got to wait to see which direction it's going to go. But some decision will be made at some point. And then Varna has been a coin that's been very good, right? And it's definitely retraced down to a level. So I'm keeping my eye on that. Troy came into our alerts again because that's been bouncing between these two levels, but that's kind of not there. OXT came in and I set a trade up there. was waiting for it to come back down, and it's gone beneath it. So I probably will just wait to see that. ADA was another one. There you go. Look. So ADA was one that I've been waiting for it to come into this region here.
Mhm.
And now what you're finding is you're getting some confirmation that it's getting a little higher. So if I go into, say, the 3-minute chart, you can see it's kind of slightly higher candles each time, right? So what I'd be looking for with ADA is it to go slightly above, then come back in. And it's
Mhm.
on the come back in that I would take it. So, but ADA has been, and the reason I did ADA because outperforming Bitcoin. I'm sure Cato came into there. Look, I'm sure ADA came into there. XRP came into there. XRP, ADA, there you go. And HBAR. And HBAR is the next one I'm going to talk to you about. I think, or have I done it already? No, it's down there. So ADA is one that could be traded long, I think, if I get confirmation. XRP, again, right in this region now, right? Bob beneath my stop loss.
Mhm.
But again, now I need a new alert. Angioni. Let me just put that one in. This is one of your favorite coins, right?
Yeah.
Um, so
But
I'll just,
but having that sort of wick down like that, and then although it does look like a rejection. I mean, the fact that if this thing doesn't pump up and take out that swing low, or the swing
kind
high.
of depends on what this fella's doing, right? So you've
That's
got to, you've
true.
got to keep
That's
got to
true.
keep Bitcoin because it's not going its own
That's
way from
true.
memory. Um, so Bitcoin has an influence on it, although it's outperforming Bitcoin, which is very good. Bitcoin can have an effect on it. So um, was Bitcoin on the 15-minute? Yeah, it was. HBAR was the other one that I've seen coming in. I'm waiting for that. Look, uh, so may or may not get an
Nice
entry.
little channel. I mean, you can sort of see it from the bottom too.
Yeah, yeah,
Pair,
yeah.
ascending channel.
Because that was the thing, you see. Even if you took your trend line from, say, there, right? Even if you did it like there, it may make it into that entry, right? It may. It may. Let me just bob that one up a little bit so it's on line with that. So yeah, so that's another one where you're looking for that kind of crossing down into your zone, your buying zone, right? And you don't want it to drop too much, but you definitely want it to come in. So you've just set it there. And then Catty was another one that came in. Where did that come into our alerts? That came Catty USDT. Oops, I can't spell. Going their own way, right? So going their own way, it came in both at 12:30 today and 10:30 today because it waits 2 hours before it allows it in again.
Mhm.
Now, going their own way doesn't necessarily mean going up, right? It means it's going its own way.
Yeah.
So what you got to do is do a thesis on that coin, and then say, right, is this because this has Bitcoin affects it less? Then actually, I can sort of trade it independently of what Bitcoin's doing. Unless Bitcoin tanks, then or Bitcoin shoots up, then it probably would be affected, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But if Bitcoin is just kind of playing within a range, it probably won't be affected. So so you just got to find a level that goes, well, okay, if that's my effectively support level, you just put it in to start with. So you've got it. You go, okay, that's kind of a support level. Just raise that up a little bit. And you might even want to raise it just to that one there so that they sort of get some entry. You might say, well, okay, how far before that gets back down to there? 3%.
Mhm.
So let's just set an alert on this crossing down. And if it crosses down, there might be a chance of a long. Who knows? That's all I do with that coin now, is I ignore it from here on in. Are you with me? Until I get that ping, I don't worry about it. I just don't worry about it. So yeah, there's lots of coins to trade. There's absolutely no doubt
Yeah.
about
I
that.
just wanted to say, there's also a fun fact right now, and I don't know how the other memes or the big name memes are doing, but Pump Fund doing 63% of its volume from its peak back in late January is pretty wild.
And when you told me that off the stream, what was my reply?
You good, good.
Good,
Yo,
good.
you're not a
It's
bit,
not.
you're not a fan of dog coins? Come on.
this all this no because
What's your
pump
dog's
fund.
name again?
I've got three: Jimmy, Johnny, Jenny.
Yo, Triple J. All right, let's
Triple
go.
J. Um, the problem with all of this pump fund and all that stuff, it was just sucking liquidity out of the market. And then those people were holding the bags of these meme coins, like all this Trump and all these other ones, Melania and all these other piles of shit that come out, right?
Yo,
And they
there's
just,
worse shit than that.
oh no, I'm not saying that the Trump and Melania are the worst pieces of shit. There's much worse than that. But in any event, those people that bought those coins, they're probably not selling because they're hoping it's going to go back up. So that liquidity is effectively gone from the market,
Yeah, it's gone.
right? It's gone. So it's but if their liquidity has gone down, or what is it? Number of transactions or just liquidity?
Well, no, it's volume.
Oh, the volume.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
great. That is very good news, and may it continue. To be honest, I think that sort of why. And again, I don't have a problem with some meme coins, right? I don't. What I have a problem is with the thousands that get launched every day, right? The thousands of them that people are going, oh, I can make a quick $10,000 and just rug it, shouldn't be allowed, and you shouldn't buy them. But the problem is we're living in a kind of pure capitalist type mindset, which is money first, money
yeah.
first. But other people have to lose. Fuck 'em. Do you know what I mean? It's like, so yes, we need the market to be more mature than that, rather than a bunch of kids in short pants running around speculating. It's not good. So yeah, the market is, it's not as volatile as the last couple of days. Right now, it's just Bitcoin is just playing in this very tight little range, right?
Yeah.
Very tight little range.
To be
But
honest,
that means there are lots of trades for us.
yeah,
Lots of
I
trades.
I feel like we're gonna get a revert back to fundamentals like coins of substance, during this run because of how badly, like how much the liquidity, well, got sucked out, got drained out. Like a lot of people are hurting pretty bad because of the meme coin and what Pump Fund did. That's like a zero game. If I had to say so, like that zero game. Sorry, like nobody wins in this situation. I mean, I guess like the insider info plays a big role, and influencers and things like that. They stay ahead, but in terms of a sustainable, viable way of trading, and these meme coins, if they're not on a big board exchange, I mean,
Yeah.
just the amount of rugs alone is it's just,
Even if they are on a big exchange, hang on a minute. Let's just go
well,
to,
big exchange is fine because you can trade the price action, right?
yeah, but if you go to, let's just go to say,
What,
this
Pepe?
is your, that's your Trump coin. This
What,
is Binance,
how much is it? Let me see.
$12.99,
Well, ooh,
$13.
ooh. Is that
It's,
considered a discount?
well, it's not. There's no discount on a piece of shit. This is a meme coin, biz.
Yeah.
Got it.
No. No. You need Trump to go on True Socials just one more time.
You see, you
Hey, look,
DJs.
I haven't touched this coin in over a month, okay?
That's why
Full
you're
dis
called DJ.
full
I'm called,
disclosure. Just
right?
just just
It's a
just
marathon, not a sprint, right?
yeah.
Because what people hope is they go, well, all I need it to do, right? If I get in here, and whatever, I don't worry about a stop loss. I'm a degen, right? I don't give a fuck about a stop loss. But then the moment I get in, it's going to go up here, 500% profit, fantastic. I'm going on holiday. Ain't gonna happen, folks.
Yeah,
Ain't gonna happen.
yeah, you need it on 40x at least.
It's not going to happen. And it's, if you did it on 40x, it only needs to go down what? Hang on a minute, about that much, and you're out.
Yeah, no
you
no joke.
literally liquidated at that, right? So it's a joke. It's a joke. Now,
Yeah,
this isn't me having a go at Trump. This is me having a go at meme coins in general.
yeah. I
They
mean,
have nothing behind them. They've no future, right? So if you want to earn money in the market longer term, and I keep saying it's a marathon, not a sprint, then do it slowly but surely and get more returns over time. And you don't need to be a trader if you don't want to be a trader. You can buy, instead of these coins, there are so many other coins that are reasonable projects that if we go to here, right, back to the day, where's say ADA is doing quite well actually, but
so
even ADA is down from where it was at $3.
yeah.
All right, Sol, that's recovering nicely. I think BNB
Well,
is always
my
doing
question
okay.
for Soul is how are they going to replace all those, the value that was added from the pump fund, that ecosystem? Like, how are they going to replace all that? I mean,
Yeah,
down 63% is a lot,
yeah, yeah,
right?
yeah. ETH though right now it went
What's
to
their value prop though as a chain? It's a different. It's not EVM
oh,
compatible.
Solana. Yeah, I don't know. I think
It used to
Solana,
be
unfortunately,
fast transactions, but there's other
yeah.
tokens that do that.
Well, fast and cheap, but there are, as you say, there are others. ETH is a good project, and that is right cheap right now, right? So that's kind of down. You could get 100% return on that if you bought it now. It then went down to literally just what was it, 2,000? Hang on a minute. It went down to 1,990 yesterday.
What? ETH?
So yeah,
Wow. You mean 1900, right?
yeah, that's what I said.
Oh, what?
1,990.
Okay, okay.
So that's a good coin that is going to go up during this cycle. And had you got in there, then when it does, you're going to get 100% just before it gets back up to its all-time high.
Yeah, you want to talk about manipulation? I feel like this token here is being heavily suppressed.
Uh, well, I think that these coins, the top 10, definitely follow Bitcoin, right? And they swing more. I mean, that's the thing, right? Bitcoin goes up 1%, they go up 5. Bitcoin drops 1%, they go down 10. It's hence the alerts for rise fast, fall
Yeah,
less, fall fast, rise less, right?
yeah.
That's why I wrote them
We're
for when you're longing and
we're,
shorting.
we're still getting that spike on BTC dominance, right?
BTC dominance. We're kind of dangling around now. We're still at 61, and USDT as dominance has. Let me just clear these drawings off. USDT dominance is dangling around as well. Again, because there's not much movement. You go back to
Yeah.
our little friend over here, right? It's just doing its own thing.
It's
So
funny. Before the call, I was getting bullish on that consolidation pattern, and now that it's dragging out, it's extending its time. I don't know.
well, I've said over and over, and it does seem to play out that the American market tends to take it down, and that does seem to have played out on a number of days, right? During the days it goes up, then now down most of the time. If you look, I could actually run a query on our Bitcoin to see if that's normal. If that what I'm saying is not bullshit. I could probably back that up with yes, I'm right or no, I'm wrong. So I might do that. I don't think I might have written one actually. I might have one, but I'll tomorrow. I will have had a look for that.
Mhm.
But so what we're doing at the moment is potentially edging up,
Yeah,
but beneath that trend line, whereas we really need to get above it to start moving. And whilst we have all this uncertainty, I'm not sure the market's going anywhere. You might get a pump, get ready for a dump, right?
yeah.
You might, you might get a dump, get ready for a pump afterwards. So, unfortunately, where I live, right, when I'm trading, the big drops tend to happen while I'm sleeping, and so therefore the big drops happen, but then the recoveries happen while I'm sleeping, right? So So I kind of tend to miss the big moves. So it's a strange one. But anyway, there you go. So that's the market today, Biz. I don't really have any other news other than the tariffs are on. How long they'll stay, we don't know.
Yeah,
Uh,
and it's tit for tat, right? It's like Canada
Canada's
said
hit.
that they were gonna raise it, and then Trump says, "I'm gonna put whatever they put on top. We're gonna counter. We're gonna put more on top of
Yeah,
that.
but
Or we're
they're
gonna
also
match
saying,
that."
yeah, but they're also saying on the news today we could be changing this tomorrow because we're in talks with Canada. I
Okay,
again,
so
this is all.
yeah,
I mean,
that's right. I thought I caught that too. I'm like, hey, so is it on or is it off?
but this is the point, right? So whilst ever you get this uncertainty for everybody, right, in business, imagine being a car parts manufacturer in Canada or America. Imagine being a farmer in America because China's put tariffs and they've really gone after agriculture, right? So
Why? I
that's
mean,
a lot. It's
who
going to hit the
gets agriculture from China?
yeah. It's
What do
going
they
into
have?
America.
Rice? What's
No,
what's
it's
what's
agriculture going from America to China.
okay?
Yeah. So it's so they've gone after that, right?
Interesting.
But from what I can gather, China have been quite clever. I was watching a video about this huge mall that's for bulk selling in China. That when the tariffs happened during the first Trump term, they really did a lot of work on getting different markets, so
Mhm.
they're less affected by the tariffs now. Are you with me? So it's most of the people there are Indian and Russian now, the customers, as opposed to American. So it's so they've pivoted away from the United States, which is what Canada's going to do if it continues. I watched a piece of news today where in Ontario they were removing all the American liquor from the shelves,
Mhm.
taking it out, so you can't buy it anymore. You know, so it's you know it's kind of and Warren Buffett, by the way, today,
Good
or he
old
might have been
Warren.
yesterday, he was interviewed and asked about these tariffs, and he said, "Well, you know, let's face it. To be honest, tariffs are an act of war,
Hmm.
and that's what they are. It's a trade war, right? And so he's initiated a trade war against Mexico, against Canada, against China, potentially Europe. Not sure about England, but we'll have to see. Um, but uh, but yeah, so that's what you're in now. The end, I don't know. I don't know. Um, the problem is you have somebody who won't want to back down, right? Won't want to lose face, which is a very Asian thing as well, right? And Russians, they all like to come out of it saying they won. That's a political thing, right? That's politicians for you.
Yeah,
Um, we won, right? So he wants to come out and say, hey, I did it. And so will Canada and so will China. And, you know, they'll all want to say that. So so we just have to let this play out, Biz. But
yeah,
until
true.
that time, I'm not sure what the market's going to do, really.
Cool.
Right
Well,
now, you know,
hey, there we go. No, there's nothing to see, guys. Yeah, no, we'll just wait till the market handles to whatever it is, and until then, we just trade the price action. Cool.
that's it.
All
That's
right.
it.
That's it, everybody. Thank you all for watching. If you guys haven't done so already, please give us a follow, and if you want, drop in, say hi, join our server. You can get the link through through our website. Just scroll down to the bottom. Uh, at the bottom, you'll see the link to our server. You can jump in, let us know that you followed us, and we'll get you access to all the tips and insights for free. So
Yep.
that's it. So tomorrow we'll be back again, same time, same channel. Consistency this time, getting a normal schedule in place. So it's good to see you guys. All right, peace out, everyone. Take care.
Happy trading, everyone. See you tomorrow.
Yeah, don't let that red bother you. Hey, it's green.